Hello, today we're going to look at ratio of volumes. We're also going to look at ratio of surface area as well. Um, Now, these rectangular prisms below are similar. The large prism has the dimensions twice as large as the smaller prism. How much larger is the volume in the bigger prism? Well, if you find the volume of this, 8 times 2, the volume is 16 square or cubic units. This one, 2 times 1, volume equals 2 cubic units. So it looks like this is 8 times bigger than the smaller one. Now, if we want to see if these objects are similar, the ratio of the sides would be 4 to 3, or 2 to 1.5, which is the same thing, and 16 to 12. Those are all the same ratios. So the ratio of the sides, let's use 4 to 3. Great. Now, once we have that, we want to find the volumes of the bigger one. So that's going to be uh, uh, 8 times 16. 8 times 16 is 128 centimeters cubed. And this bottom one is 3 times 12 for a base, and then multiply times 1.5. I get 54. What is the ratio of the volumes? Well, it's 128 to 54. But I can reduce that. I can divide by 2 on both sides and get 64 to 27. How does this compare to the ratio of the sides? Well, the ratio of sides was 4 to 3. The volumes is going to be 64 to 27. Now, do you see a connection between 3 and 27? 3 times 3 times 3, 27. 4 times 4 times 4, 64. So this is the cube of the sides. So we've learned about the ratio, the scale factor of the sides squared is going to um, equal the scale factor for the surface areas. Now we're going to deal with the scale factor for the sides cubed will be the scale factor for volumes. So if we know that these are similar objects, so the scale factor for the sides is 9 to 4. The scale factor for the surface areas, we just square it, 81 to 16. Now, if we want to find scale factors for the volumes, we just do 81 times 9, so that's 729, and 16 times 4 is 64. Here we go. Now we're actually going to solve a problem using this. So if we have, find the volume of the larger one, if the smaller one has a volume of 24 centimeters cubed. Well, we know the ratio of the sides is 2 to 3. So the volumes has a ratio of these numbers cubed. That's going to be 8 to 27. So if the ratio of the volumes is 8 to 27, now we just cross multiply. The smaller one has a volume of 24. Cross multiply 24 times 27. And then divide that by 8. And I have volume equals 81 cubic centimeters. All right. So if two similar triangular prisms have a ratio of their surface areas to be 16 to 9, what's the ratio of their sides? Well, to go from surface areas to sides, we square root those. So that would be 4 to 3. Two pentagonal prisms have a ratio of the sides 4 to 3. What's the ratio of their volumes? To go from sides to volumes, we cube it. So that's going to be 64 to 27. Two similar rectangular prisms have a ratio of surface areas 9 to 49. What's the ratio of their volumes? Now that's a good question. We have sides, areas, and volumes. If the areas is 9 to 49, let's find the ratio of the sides, which would be 3 to 7, square rooting both those. Now to find the volume, we just have to cube both these, which would be 27, is that 343? Yes. So this would be the ratio of the volumes. Now, two similar rectangles have a ratio of their surface areas 9 to 49. The smaller prism has a base length of 10. What's the base length of a larger prism? So if we look at these three, it's a length. Is that a side, area, or volume? Hopefully you're saying side. So if it's a side, we use 3 to 7, and the smaller one has a length of 10. Cross multiply, 70 equals 3x. Divide by 3, and it's going to be what, 23 and a third centimeters. Now, if the same situation, but now if the smaller prism has a base area of 40, now we use the area ratio. Smaller one is 40, cross multiply and divide. 40 times 49 divided by 9, and x equals 217.7 repeating centimeters squared. Now finally, same problem, but now we have the volume. We said that the ratio of volume was going to be 27 to 343. The smaller one is 400 cubic centimeters. Cross multiply and divide. Now this is going to get big. Divide that by 27, and I got 5,081.481. It looks like those repeat. And that's centimeters cubed. Now from here, I think you could finish the rest of the worksheet. Good luck.